viewers, you're welcome to this episode. Here we'll be talking about a genre of literature that has to do with performance. And in today's lesson, I will be teaching you the meaning and the features of drama. A drama is an aspect of literature that has to do with performance, it has to do with entertainment, it has to do with all manner of actions that is being coined or being characterized with different synthetic magic in order to bring up the unreal actions to reality or real actions to reality. Now, we are going to talk about the meaning of drama. According to Aristotle, he described drama as an imitated human action. The word imitated in this context simply means that the action that is being presented at that point of performance is not the real action of the performer, but rather he or she is tries to put up the action of another person into what reality. Because when you look at some dramatic work, you find out that they use an action or they use the name of the unreal character. For example, if we want to talk about some occurrence in a country, or maybe a terrorist movement, and we know the name of these real characters, we cannot just write their name so that we will not be prosecuted or it won't cause an uproar. But rather, if you want to tell such a story, you change their name to a name of another character, but you are still telling the same story line. By so doing, you are in a safer hands. Now, we say that drama is an imitated human action. For example, if you see a hunter wakes up in the morning, go on for his games, and comes back home. Now, if you are given the role of a hunter, you will try to mimic the character of the hunter. In a real life, you are not a hunter, but rather you try to put up the character of the hunter in order to depict the story line. Now, we also say that a drama is a slice of life. What does that mean? It simply means that when you see a performance, it is written in scenes and acts. Like in Act 1, in the same scene, you can see a hunter waking up in the morning, then he goes on for his game to catch his games and the rest of them. So this is what makes it a slice of life. That is to say that it unfolds the action of a real life. Then we're going to talk about features of a drama. Number one, we say that a drama must be written in act and scene. Now let me explain the difference between act and scene. For example, a scene could be a market square where you have people selling their goods. Now, let's assume you have the left and the right side of it. Let's say, for example, by the left side, you see people pricing goods, and at the left-hand side, you see people fighting. But it's in the same scene, but different acts. Different things are happening at different locations. Are you there? Okay, number two is a stage. There must be a stage, and the stage is a platform built above the seat of the audience. And this is where performance are being done. That is to say that if you have a place, a stage could be anywhere, any place. Okay? For example, you can perform in a market square. And that type of a stage, we call it an arena stage because it is a square. It's an open place. It's an open place. For example, if you watch some epic movies, you find out that sometimes they perform in the market square where you see the wrestlers fighting in order to get a trophy. Then we have a type of stage we call the proscenium stage. What is this proscenium stage? When you go to a theater, you will see a proscenium stage because it is built above the seat of the audience, and the audience watch from the down aspect of it. That is, they sit in their rows and they watch the performance as it is performed on the stage. We can also say that it is a window type of stage because it is faced. The audience faces the stage while performance are being done. Then we have the one we call the trust stage. For example, if you see models, that type of the stage that they walk on while they are performing, it is what we call the trust stage. Then we have the audience. Who are the audience? In drama, any person that comes to watch the performance as it is being done on the stage is called what? An audience. They are viewers, your viewers. They are called your what? Your audience. Then we have what we call scripting. For a work of art to be considered as a drama, it must be scripted. It must be written in art and scenes. For example, if you watch some of this Shakespearean's work or Bernard Shaw's works, you find out that their works are written in art and scene. For example, you see Act 1, Scene 1. So it is what we call what? Scripting. Your ability to write a work of art in art and scene is what we call what? Scripting. Then the next one is what we call dialogue. What is a dialogue? A dialogue is a conversation between two or more characters on the stage. You cannot perform without a dialogue. The dialogue enables your audience to understand the storyline. Then we have what we call catharsis. What is this catharsis? Catharsis is the purgation of the mind of the audience when watching a tragic event. For example, if a character is being marginalized and an ambush, and other characters has formed an ambush. Let's say, okay, character A and character B. Character A and character B, they have issues that leads to a fracas, but character C intervene and resolve the issue. But character A have not accepted the verdict. He might just decide to form an ambush to kill character B. Maybe character B is walking in a lonely path where character A has formed an ambush. You can see that at that point, he might just be like, oh, I'm going to kill Mr. A. I'm going to kill Mr. B. And you as the audience, your heart is pounding. You just be like, I wouldn't want this man to be killed. Oh, he should go back. He should go back. And the rest of them, your heart will be beating. For example, and as time progresses, you see that he's about to get to that point where he will be murdered. But fortunately, someone intervened and he was rescued. That that your heart is, that you have a relief. Thank God that this incident, that he was not killed, that he was not murdered. That particular vocation, that time that your heart is cleansed, is what we call what? Catharsis. Don't go far. We'll continue. In our next video, we'll talk more about other features of what? The drama.